Alright guys, so we all know Jimbo Fisher got fired from Texas A&M. Arkansas has Bobby Petrino from A&M as their offensive coordinator now. So let's just take a dive into Texas A&M and see. Let's just look at what they got going on. How they gonna look next season? Did they make any big splashes or whatever in the portal? Let's talk about it. Texas A&M had the #1 recruiting class a year or two ago. Signed some big name guys, coming out of high school. But they just completely fell apart later on. They just basically didn't pan out to be what they should have been. I mean, with the recruits that they got, with the recruits they had, not even just the recruits that they have, but with the resources they have, the money that they have, there's no reason they shouldn't have been winning the way they was winning, which is part of the reason Jimbo got fired. So if you look at the transfers out and who they signed, they lost 16 players, okay? They lost 2 5-stars, 3 4-stars, 10 3-stars, okay? And then, like the big name guys is Jardine Gilbert. He went to LSU, and of course Walter Nolan. He went to Ole Miss, but you're gonna talk about them later. Jake Johnson with the UNC. Fatty Diggs went to Syracuse. Evan Stewart, 5-star, went to Oregon. We got Jordan Anthony, Arkansas did. And that's just, the 5 and 4 stars where they went. So that's 16 going out. And then, let's see what they got coming in. Lost those big guys, all right. And I'm not saying they're gonna be able to replace them, but all in all, 5 4-stars, and then 4 4-stars. 4 3-stars. I'm sorry. That's who have already enrolled. Then who have signed letters? They have got 8. They have signed letter of intent. They got a 5-star. They got 3 4-stars, and then 4 3-stars. Boom. So that's cool. And then in the transfer portal, they signed 23 out the portal. That ain't bad. They signed Dez Ricks from Alabama, Trey Watson from Washington, Darain Hinton from FAU, Cashoons Howell, 4-star from Bowling Green, Derek Graham from Troy, E.J. Smith, running back from Stanford. E.J. Smith. Is that? Y'all, that ain't his son. Is that his son? I think that's his son. It still go Barry Sanders though. I think that's Emmitt Smith's son. Demarjay Reed Adams from Kansas. B.J. Mays from UAB. Roz Johnson from Wisconsin. Scooby Williams from Florida. Jaden Hill from Florida. Jabri Barber from Troy. Donovan Sanders from, don't know that team name. Cal Poly. Marcus Ratcliffe from San Diego. Nick from Purdue. Jared Zeckler, Zakel from Georgia. Wesley Watson from Kansas State, and put state on there. Deriki Wright from Vanderbilt. Gary Miller from Purdue. Trey Jones from Central Michigan. Cyrus Allen from Louisiana Tech. Alex Howard from Youngstown State. And then Will Lee III from Kansas State. A little splash in the portal. They did. Now they signed some guys. You know, they signed the big signing was Dez Ricks. That was a big signing. And like I said, they got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? Losing Jimbo, losing the guys they've lost, you know, in the portal. But looking at the rankings, the transfers, and all that, like it looked like they made a lot better. It looked like they helped themselves out in that portal. You know, Mike Elko, he ain't no bad coach at all. So I feel like he get a little time in there. He get the guys in. You know, just see if they want to play for him. I'm not saying they're gonna come in and they're gonna, you know, shock us with 8-9 wins. I'm not saying that. But I'm also not saying they can't do it. But we just got to stay tuned for it. I want to talk about them a little bit. Because, like I said, we understand what they lost, what they going through and everything. New coach, losing these 5 stars. You know, just see, we'll be keeping an eye on them, definitely, along the way. So, let's know about A&M, man. I ain't really care for A&M. But we going to talk about sports, baby. See y'all next video.